Hello
How's
and
it
welcome.
going,
Thanks
everybody?
for joining
Welcome
us.
back
The
to
show
the
brings you
channel.
Major
And
League
today
Baseball
we've
on
got
a
the
Saturday
Diamondback
night.
series
It's
here to
the
start
Arizona
the year on the
Diamondbacks going
channel.
up against the Atlanta
And
Braves.
a bit of a rough one as we lose our 5th in a row in heartbreaking fashion too. In extra innings, 5-4 was your final. And there you see the final line here. Mitch Keller goes 7 innings. Solid second start for him. Our pitching continues to struggle mightily. Our bullpen specifically. As you see, we saw Cano get the loss. Topa and Adam Ottavino get wrecked there in this game. So we're going to try to bounce back from these next 2 games and try to snap this 5-game losing skid. The Diamondbacks are 9th overall in the league, so they're no easy team to beat either. 6-2 starting the season, and we are hoping to bounce back with Jake Junis, or not Jake Junis, Braxton Garrett and Cole Reagans on the mound. So, with all that being said, if you guys like the content, I know it's a little bit different and videos are coming out a little bit slower because of it, as well as just my busy schedule. But if you like what you see, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get this video as awesome as I can. And with that, take care and have a great rest of y'all's day. Enjoy the game.
He will score, and the Braves take the lead. 1-0.
Well, if they're looking to be aggressive and got something he can handle, kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Here's Jack Peterson. Good power. Not great coming your way. OVP depart. All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the hill in this one, Braxton Garrett. Bullet, but it goes
last year kind of around the league average in terms of first frame of the ball game. Here's an opportunity.
And today's starter, Johnny Cueto. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season. Down the line.
Yeah, I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make the adjustments and show
that one misses. Ball walk. Kicks and deals.
Slider. There's really nothing you can do.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. We'll chase that time. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. It's pretty much gifted in first base.
Foul ball, he stays alive. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Left-hand batter waits. And that one hammered Rafael. That one inside. 2-2. Line drive. Base hit into the outfield. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score. The Braves take the lead. 1-0. Jamer Candelario
going to be aggressive
next
and
to
got
bat for
something
the
he can handle.
Braves.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat
That's
to
a
it
great
like he did
at bat.
that
He
time.
saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. Good
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out
Not
that at
great
bat. Saw a lot of
in the
pitches
OVP
and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Bases loaded, nobody
That's
out.
a bullet,
now the
but it
third
goes
baseman,
foul.
Jamer
It's great to get on the
Candelario.
board in the first frame
First
of the ball
off,
game.
bringing
Here's an opportunity for them to really
maybe
open
some
things
nerves
up
getting
with
the
a
best
couple
of him in the
runners on.
first.
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to just even more slider. There's really nothing you can do
that's through for a base hit. One runs in. The throw home. In there safely. And they lead by 4.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Left-hand batter waits. And that one hammered. Rafael next up for the Braves. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Coming home. The relay called a ball. The tag, and he's in there.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations.
Well, really rough inning out there on the mound.
But his resume speaks for
itself. This is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness.
Ryan Reynolds here.
Turn the page.
3 hits in the loss last night. Swings through that one.
Well, clear game plan coming in this one. Be aggressive against this starter. Try to knock him out of this ball game, and it looks like they're on their way to doing that. Get into the bullpen a little bit early. Could be a great offensive day.
4 runs already in the frame here in the second game of the series. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Lindor at third. Peterson now a screamer into the outfield. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Yeah, and you expect a club like this to gel and to put things together. When you break camp of spring training, sometimes you're a little too anxious. You're trying to make things happen instead of allowing them to happen. And I think that's going to happen eventually for this team.
And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. That one inside. That one 3-2. And in one hops the wall. And he's in safely at third as a run scores. And now the tag at second, and he's Jamer Candelario. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Johnny Cueto is done, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. A new arm into the game.
Riding out that at-bat, saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing. They need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right
Bases
where it
loaded,
is.
nobody
Seems
out.
like a tough
Down to
task
third
today
base
with
with
the way this
Jamer
lineup is swinging it.
Candelario. So up next, first off, Shea misses. Singing maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first.
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Up and throwing for manager. That's through for a base hit. One runs in. The throw home. In there safely. And they lead by 4.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
And stays alive. Cedric Mullins next up for the Braves. Close but called a ball. Ball 1. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. Inning over. And that one plenty of damage done.
Well,
so 5 runs in the inning as they bat around.
This is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Swings through that one.
Well, clear game plan coming in this one. Be aggressive against this starter. Try to knock him out of this ball game, and it looks like they're on their way to doing that. Get into the bullpen a little bit early.
And a base hit up the middle. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Runs already in the frame here in the second game of the series.
That'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and line it into center
into the outfield.
Those always feel good.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And here it comes. And a foul ball. Nobody out. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. All right, Siggy, on the ground to the talent in this lineup. It finds its way through a club like this to gel and to put things together. When you break camp of spring training, sometimes you're a little too anxious. You're trying to make things happen instead of allowing them to happen. And I think that's going to happen eventually for this team. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Next offering is in for a strike. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Sammy.
He likes the
and in one hops the
wall. Favors pitching, but you know.
And he's in safely at third as a run scores.
We'll see how it goes.
Now the tag at second, and he's out. Second might be 2. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Johnny Cueto is done, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that.
When we get back, the second baseman is a tough one.
That's a new arm into the game. The righty, Ronaldo Lopez.
Very well done. Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is.
The next
seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Just missed. Next, Shea Langolier, man, on third with 2 miss. At one off grid, the inside edge. 3-0. Right through there for a strike. That one missed. Action in the pen down there. Tanner Banks up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. So they're at the corners now. Now it's Nick Senzel. That one clips the corner. Inside corner for a third. 2 away. And that one wrapped foul. Gets a piece and stays alive. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And now the count is even. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. Corner. Inning over. Although plenty of damage done. And
So
that'll do
5
runs in the inning as they bat around. End of the first from Truist Park. Started at the 3-1. Now a check. And down to first we go. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. Back at Truist Park. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And a base hit up the middle. Out of here. And a board on the leadoff single. A gigantic blast.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Well, he's probably already thinking about the next one and don't want to think too hard because you'll start to struggle.
And here
100 is a really nice number to get to,
and
though.
a foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. 3 straight outside the strike zone. On the ground to the left. And it finds its way through for a hit. And he walked back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just one of those
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And that'll get down for a hit.
Sometimes those can find
Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 6-2. Next offering is in for a strike. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. That's a fair ball. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Siggy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
On the ground to second, might be turn at second. Hit one. On to Santana, throws offline, safe at third.
Double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one.
Towards right center, that's well struck. This looks like extra bases. One run across, around third. Eugenio Suarez. He'll score. Next to hit. 2 runs are in. And now just a 2-run deficit. He's in there. McMahon on third with 2 for the Diamondbacks. Ryan McMahon, the inside edge. 3 and missed. Right through there for a strike. Takes his lead at third with 1 away. And that's ball 4. On the ground, right side, and that one handled. Tosses to first. Now it's number 2, and another run comes in. Inside corner for a strike. Swung on, belted. Rafaela going back, and it's off the wall. And that's a leadoff double. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
So fun to watch. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
That's out to center field. That gets down for a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they take a 2-run lead.
And started it in.
And a pitch. Started at the 3-1. Now a check. A dive. He's got it. Down to first from his knees. No swing. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Oh, that one right there had the look.
There's a swing and a drive.
Great diving stop, but he just couldn't set up to make a good throw.
And out of here.
Excited. He was probably feeling it as well. But
a gigantic blast.
Play and a tough error.
His second of the year, and they throw a pair on the board, and it's 5-2. Runner on the go. That's in the 99th career homer. Real Muto throws not in time. It's a stolen base.
Think too hard because that kind of a lead. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. 100 is a really nice number to get to. Overthink things, and I think that.
Suarez. There's one. 3 straight outside the strike zone. Back at Truist Park. Here's the second baseman, Brandon Drury. The pitch. And he walked him on 4 pitches. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Swing at a ball lifted to the center field. And that'll get down for a hit. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 6-2. Off the plate, they'll do it again. Rips one to right. And that's a fair ball. And takes low for ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed hit.
And makes the turn at second. Grab one down. And the throws off for Arizona. Eugenio Suarez.
Couldn't get any air under it.
And that drops in for a strike.
Back up the middle.
The Braves up by 2. Right center. That's well struck. Strike 2. Looks like extra bases.
Into one run across. Both pitches around down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher.
He'll score. 2 runs are in. And now just a 2-run deficit. He's in there. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Ryan McMahon.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have
takes
liked.
his lead at third with
That's
one
a good
away.
approach, paying off.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. And that's a foul ball on the ground, right side. The tying run at the tosses to first. That's in there. Number 2, and another one comes in. They tried to get him to chase on a slider. Swung down and away. Rafaela going back. And it's off the wall. And that's a leadoff double here in the second game of the series. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and
man, that was so fun to watch. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell another 2-2 written all over it as he jumped off looking for that swing and miss.
That's out to center field.
Change speeds a little bit.
That
Try
gets
to move it around.
Create just a little bit of illusion at the end. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well, that started
to third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone. So the lineup flips over. Dive, he's got it. Diamondbacks from his knees. Andrew safe at first as they can't make the play. Misses off the outside edge.
Well, that one lies on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Stop, but he just couldn't set up to make a good throw. Maybe got a
next offering is in for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
And the pitch. Runner on the go. In the dirt. Swinging. It's a strikeout. Now only one time. It's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of a lead, you want to be ready to hit the fastball.
Rafaela stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
And I think
Suarez. There's one pitch miss, and it's 2. Back at Truist Park. Here's the second baseman, Brandon Drury. The pitch. Right back to him on the mound. On the first, ball game. And the Braves, even this series, up at a game at the inside corner for a strike.
If you say you don't feel a 5-game losing streak, this W definitely helps
the right-hander deals.
And take some of the pressure off from it going to a 6, 7, or even an 8-game losing streak.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed.
Welcome into the ballpark. Makes the grab one down. The show now brings you the game of the week. Eugenio Suarez. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Atlanta Braves. In for a strike. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. Up by 2. We got a rubber match on our hands today, partner. Strike 2.
Final game of a 3-game set. They split the first 2 were down in the zone. I think you set your series is within the larger picture of the season. It's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started.
Was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked.
Just about set to go now.
That's a good
approach. And on the mound in this one, Cole Reagan cracks his bat and pops him up. And that's a foul ball.
3.50 ERA.
The tying run at the plate. That's in there. And it's 1-2. What do we need to know here about the right-hander? They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time. And it dropped third strike leads to the first out. Here in the second game of the series. It's kind of a dying breed. Spoils the 2-strike pitch. And you'll see another.
Teams are looking for high velocity, high strikeout rates. A guy like this doesn't necessarily do that, so in order to really appreciate how good he is, you're going to have to just see him. Because if you're just looking at a stat sheet, you might create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And that'll fall for a base hit. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone. So the lineup flips over. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter. That's down and Benintendi. And misses off the outside edge. Balls and strikes.
All eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that could be...
Next offering is in for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch.
And that should be extra bases.
Or a ground ball
around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with swinging. It's a strikeout. Now only one out remaining.
This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to
Cedane Rafaela stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
If you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
So 2 down. Cedric Mullins next up for the Braves. Right
2 for 7 in the series
on
so
the mound. And the first is out of the way. And the Braves even this series up in a game apiece.
I'd say you're lying if you say you don't feel a 5-game losing streak. This W definitely helps them relax a little bit and takes some of the pressure off ranking going to a 6, 7, or even an 8-game. You can really do with that.
A 7-5 final score in this one. Got a good eye there. Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Challenge him here.
Swings through that one for strike 2. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you the game of the week. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Atlanta Braves. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner. Second.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Regardless of how important the series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana, just about set to go now. And on the mound in this one, Cole Ragans.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub-350 ERA, and he'll come
back here with my pal Siggy. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field, way back there.
It's a tough 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. That swing, and they lead in time. And they drop third strike into these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here. High velocity, high strikeout rates. A guy like this doesn't necessarily do that. So in order to really appreciate how good he is, you have to see him. Because if you're just looking at a stat sheet, you might overlook him.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went around according to Clyde Washington. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. That's down and in. That one blasted deep to right. Balls and strikes. That's maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice.
Third home
there.
run of the season, and they're on the board. It's 3-1.
First pitch change
and that should be extra bases. Around first, and he slipped for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. If you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
So 2 down. Cedric Mullins next up for the Braves. 2 for 7 in the series so far. Tap dances out of the way of that one.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Kicks and deals. That catches the corner. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Just got the corner.
Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. Had a good eye there to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet.
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball.
Swings through that one for strike 2. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch, but even by those standards,
another ball
going down way too didn't come out of his hand the right way. They're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result. We'll take a look at the 3-pitch.
And they make a change to start the set, and that is ball 4. Pitcher, Herman Marquez.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved.
Carlos Santana.
So we'll see how he settles in.
And the pitch. Flores in the box, lays off for ball 1. And that swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field, way back there. Just off the inside edge. So definitely a little wild. He flexes his power with that swing. And they lead it. It's 3-0.
Find a way to get ahead.
Listen to these fans.
We'll see how this place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now looks upstairs, and he went around according to Clyde Washington. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here in the rubber match of this three-game series. On the ground, right side. Sneaks through base. Blasted deep to right. In quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And it's gone.
Well, that was an important bat in this game, so great job there.
Third home run of the season, and they're on the board. It's 3-1.
Man, sometimes it's all you need to do. Just in the slightest. He got the front foot down, and then he blasted it out of line.
And there's one away. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. In swing and a missed. That's strike one.
It might be time to choke
up the lefty.
Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out.
Ball.
He's really late right now.
Base hit center field. Heading for the plate. The throw in. It's off the mark and he scores.
Comes through with the RBI.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet? In and out of his glove.
You're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be...
Go-ahead run on base. So now two on. First baseman, Wilmer Flores. And that one fouled off. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first.
Pretty easy walk right
there. Safe at second, and that was not close.
They're going down kind of way too early. He has behind the plate. They're having a hard time getting any momentum going against this duel. Maybe look at the anything. It prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even
pitcher swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance.
He comes on here for the first time this season.
He hits the wall and hangs on. Great catch.
We'll see how he settles in. Amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now.
In the box, lays off for ball one.
Held on to the ball.
And that's off
hard
the
line
inside
drive to the
edge.
outfield. You're trying to get on base,
2-0.
represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your
Just
head on
off
that
the inside edge.
Carry.
So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Right now. And it's ball four. He missed down low.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back in the strike zone and start pitching with conviction. This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back upstairs.
Ball one, and that's
feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. On the ground, right side. Sneaks through base hit. Throw back in quickly. First single, second, our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Chompy.
Great job.
We'll see you soon for the next
Just a
game
simple
of the
ground
week.
ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
On a line, and there's one away. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Base hit center field. Heading for the plate. The throw in. It's off the mark and he scores.
Comes through with the RBI.
Wouldn't chase that time. It's in and out of his glove.
He's in there.
Go-ahead run on base. And now the first baseman, Wilmer Flores. And that one fouled off. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can stripe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. He hits the wall and hangs on. Great catch.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball. Hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
That ball's carrying, and that one is gone. And they take the lead. It's 4-3. These fans are dealing with some heartbreak right now.
That's the exact depth.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum, but at home you also have a higher expectation to play well. So they're going to have to maintain the focus because those fans are expecting a lot.
And the final score here, 4-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Chambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.